another day, another gym to go to. Probably. Hey guys, this is Shauna Ralu. How's everybody doing today? On the last episode, we managed to beat against the gym leader, Misty, apparently. And of course, we got up across with Team Rocket, and I also catch some wild Pokemon off screen. I did not actually train up a little bit. I did not yet. But we are going to actually look around before we get to the SSN. If there's one thing I hate, it's this city, because it has one gym leader that I really dislike. I mean, really, really dislike. Oh, hello. So you're not just gonna give it to me? You fucking... I was thinking to have that Pokemon as a member of my team. Well, you already know what team member I was gonna have. But I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking, oh, I think I know which team you're... That is cute. Clip people just look. Are you in love? Oh my god! Are you in love with this Clefairy, Pikachu? Are you attracted by its cute charm? Technically, Clefairy has a cute charm ability, so it's a distinct possibility. How do you feel about Pikachu? Beep beep. Oh my god, it's so cute. What is that supposed to be? Like some kind of whale? Oh, it's a seal. From an angle, it looks like a freaking baby whale. I don't know why. It just... Oh my god. Hello. Not really, but we'll listen. Dude, keep your fetishism to yourself. How in the hell do you want to cuddle with a freaking horse that has a fiery mane that can fucking burn you alive? Alright. It would be nice to actually ride on a bicycle. I used to actually own a bicycle. Mine actually just literally straight up died. And when I mean straight up died, I mean the tires are really bad and the seats are very uncomfortable. Squirrels already like tore up the seats of it. Ugh, it's terrible. Like, I would love to actually wanting to go and ride my bicycle again. But since I live in a rocky area, it makes it difficult to actually, like, wanting to go anywhere else. So there's also a Diglett's Tunnel, but we're gonna wait till later. A lot later. But, other cases, we're gonna go to the St. Anne, and hello. Okay. I can only imagine about like Red just literally just grab it out of his coat shirt or coat pocket or whatever, and then all of a sudden just flash in the guy's face. Really my favorite song, and yet we cannot go on to St. Anne almost anymore, which is actually a shame, because once when you actually go to St. Anne, only one time offer, and then it's gone for good for the rest of the game. Like, I could never understand. Oh, okay, not a good matchup. Pikachu, would you mind? But yeah, it's just that, dude, I am higher level than you are. But yeah, it was just that, it's only one time all aboard, and all of a sudden it's gone for the rest of the games, and makes you, like, wonder, why can't we go back on there again? Why can't we just, like, go travel around for a bit? It sadly does not work like that. I don't understand why. It's just, nothing ever makes sense. If it's something had to do with, like, the Johto region to Kanto region, that's one way. And yet, you just cannot use the St. Anne to actually go to any other places, such as Hoenn, and, you know, because if you're, like, replaying of the, oh, I dare. I straight up dare, dude. But yeah, it was just that, when it comes around with, like, going to places in the St. Anne, you get to actually go on an actual adventure. Like, if you're playing, replaying, Pokemon, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and you only have two, ways to actually go to your journey, which is, like, Johto to Kanto, and nothing else. So apparently they just saying, oh, well, you're only going on 2 regions, you have no reason to go any others. Oh, but we do. They just don't want to do it. I guess it's just too much of a work, and thinking that the, after doing your 2 types of adventures of the 2 regions, and then all of a sudden the rest of the game is over after, like, the post-game in Kanto region. So that part really sucks, because you can't go anywhere else besides just Kanto and Johto, and it just, it's just irritating, to be honest. But that's just the way that life and game works. To be honest, I don't really like it. And do I look like a waiter to you? I'm a fucking 10-year-old Pokemon trainer, you freaking little bitch. But yeah, it's just that, that almost looked like a flat of the Wigglytuff. Flat of Jigglypuff, I mean. But yeah, it's just that, when it comes around with, like, going on the adventures, like, only one way, and then all of a sudden they just freaking straight up say, nope, you're done. So yeah, that's just really suck-ass. I mean, I can understand that it would actually take more up on the game, and wanting to actually do something else. But it just makes you wonder to, like, after when you beat the Johto and then the Kanto region, and all of a sudden, after you beat the entirety, caught all the legendary Pokemon, and then you're wondering, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, where am I supposed to go after this? What other side quests I should do? Practically nothing. If you think about it, it just straight up fucking nothing. Except there's a possibility that you can shiny hunt. Because sometimes with most people that I know, and also including myself, that once when you play the game and then you already finished just like that, and all of a sudden, you only got like, what? 30 minutes, 30 seconds, not 30 seconds, 30 minutes or like at least 21 minutes, and then all of a sudden you're done with the game already, and you got nothing to do, and just thought, oh, okay, I'm done with this game, so fuck off. Yeah, that also includes me as well, because after I played the game and after beating the legendary Pokemon, capturing legendary Pokemon and become the champion, and then all of a sudden you got nothing to do. So I didn't even consider wanting to actually do anything about the game. Now, here's the funny thing. I never knew about, like, doing shiny hunting. Like, I never knew about that. Body slam. All three of my partner can learn it. Let's give it to Ivysaur. He needs it. Because Body Slam is typically a really good move. Because not only it does a lot of damage, but it also paralyzes your opponent. So, technically, we can actually use that. Yeah, I have no problem with that. But anyways, yeah, I had no idea that there was a thing about shiny hunting when, Then why are you in the SSAM? This one leads to... That leads to the captain, doesn't it? I'm not really ready to go there. So, it's just that, when it comes around with, like, you know, when I never knew that it's something about shiny hunting, because I never knew what shiny really was until I actually got me a shiny Tentacool in Pokemon Sapphire. And Great Ball! Perfect! I actually needed the Great Balls. So, it's just that, with things are going on, I never knew what shiny really is. And then when I got into, like, Diamond and Pearl, and in Diamond, I actually got me, I found me a shiny Ponyta, and again, I never knew, and I just saw, like, the sparkles. I'm like, oh, well, this is genetics. So, after that, both of the games, I deleted them. I have no sole purpose of, like, having them anymore. I don't know why. It just really sucks about it, but after that, that's when, like, when I got into, like, oh, which one was it? If I remember correctly, that was actually, like, Alpha Sapphire, and apparently, when I actually got, like, when I was actually, like, trying out certain of the shiny hunts, like the Pokénap, and apparently that the Pokénap actually managed to get me a shiny that I never actually thought. So apparently I got me some good shiny Pokemon, and then I actually just shiny hunt a little bit more, and then after that I kind of lost interest a bit. But after growing up and then playing the new games from, like, Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, and then into the Switch games, and all of a sudden I got interested in shiny hunting. And boy, was I pumped. I was happy to get shinies, and the more I get them, the more I'm like thinking, okay, this is starting to get interesting. And I kept continuing and continuing and continuing. And then finally, I got me into, like, shiny hunting, and I want to actually at least try out all the games I recently finished. That took me about, like, 21 or 30 or less minutes of the game. And it just made me feel like, okay, I want to challenge myself. I want to see how it feels like to play other Pokemon games. And let me tell you, it feels really good. So, back to what I was talking about, like, how many minutes that you've been playing the game and all of a sudden you got boring. If you already, like, got done with the game and you're thinking there's nothing else to do and just like, wait for the next Pokemon game to come out by the person who actually invented the games, like Masuda, for example. And it just makes it a lot easier that while like waiting the time to happen, you can actually like shiny hunt in the other games. Like, for example, remember I told you about like the shiny Tentacool on Pokemon Sapphire and shiny Ponyta in Diamond? And yes! Get me that Razor Leaf! I'm gonna get rid of Leech Seed. I know what you guys are thinking. Why not get rid of the Vine Whip? It's weak. Yeah, I know. I just want to keep it with me just a little bit longer, but yes, thank you on the Razor Leaf. But yeah, it's just that once when like the Pokemon games actually first came out, and they took a lot longer than I thought, and it's just, to be honest, I almost kind of lost interest in Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I actually almost lost interest in Pokemon, and ever since that, like, after I watched the movie of Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, and I was pumped because Lucario looked so cool. And by the time that, like, when Pokemon, what was it? It was one of the movies called Rangers of the Sea. It's the one with Manaphy, so that part I just couldn't remember because it's been so long ago. Apparently I actually lost interest in that movie, and then all of a sudden I lost interest since Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire of the anime first came out, and apparently it was not interesting anymore, and I heard it's actually gone a little bit downhill, but by the time they actually came back up with Diamond and Pearl, and even though I actually lost interest of the Pokemon anime, but I was not losing interest of like not playing Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And by the time that when Diamond and Pearl came out, and including the game, and I'm like, okay, I need to try this out. Like, so apparently the anime came right back up, and the storyline keeps getting better and better. And then after that, I actually wanted to play the Pokemon games, which is Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And let me tell you, I was very happy about that. And that's when I actually like realized that after like beating the entirety of the games, I feel like I need to go back to the games to not only replay, but to shiny hunt afterwards. On my Ultra Moon that I have been shiny hunting, I already got like I almost got like 2 boxes filled of shinies, which I will show you on the shiny guide later. But after that, it's just that, when it comes to, like, seeing how, like, rest. Okay, not worth it. When it comes to around, like, playing more games than ever. So, I actually had, like, over, like, 500 gaming time. Like, I was literally on over 500 minutes of gaming time. And, or was it hours? I think it was hours, I don't remember. But yeah, I actually got into shiny hunting, and since I was actually almost done with one of my games, because I wanted to actually complete one box filled with with 30 or maybe at least 60 shinies in 2 boxes. And by the time that I actually am done with those shiny hunting, then I want to shiny hunt something else on a different game. So I'm just like taking my time to actually shiny hunt, and there has been a time to actually shiny hunt Pokemon for like, you know, like different games, and apparently when it comes around with like different games, and apparently I did not get any shinies for at least a few months. So I wanted to actually like go back to Pokemon and finish continuing shiny hunting. It takes a lot of work, but to me, since I am not only like recording with you guys, but also waiting for Pokemon Winds and Waves coming out, and then after that, I'm just like taking my time and just doing my shiny hunting. I have no job, I have no career, I help my family out, I pay the mortgage, well, paying rent actually, I also help out my family. I did say help out my family, and also like doing my time, which is I don't really go to school anymore since I graduate. Like, oh god, I would say probably 7 to 8 years now. God, I am going to be 30 in September. But after all that, I have been like really busy and been shiny hunting and been playing my Pokemon games and just continuing on the life. And I also not only been doing that, but also been doing my drawings. And I just take my time. I got nothing but time. Nothing. It's just one of the best things ever. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're starting to get boring, Jonna. Can we continue this on? Let me rant for once. But yeah, it's just that, when it comes around with, like, you know, continuing all this. Okay, so, God, this SS and is really a big ship. Also, here's a funny thing. Oh, hello. I did not think you were a trainer. Yes, ahoy there to you. Which is really funny because I was watching like the movie of Drake and Josh, the Hollywood one, and by the time there's like that the mom was actually afraid to go on the cruise because she knows that ships sink. And since when she mentioned the Titanic movie to her husband, and he was like, that was just a movie. And she's like, it's based on a true story. And he's like, really? And I never even seen the movie, but it's not really my thing because I don't like, you know, scary kind of movies. I don't think that Titanic was supposed to be scary. But it's not my kind of movie, to be honest. I mean, if you guys already seen that movie and you liked it, kudos. Kudos for you. But yeah, it was just that, like, when it comes around with, like, you know, Titanic. So, the ships, like, to be honest with you, I honestly do not like boats. I went on the whale watching trip with my class in middle school, and when we were actually trying to find out where the whales are, because according to the guide, that said that the whales should be coming out in this season. Unfortunately, they were not. So they either miscalculated or they got it wrong the whole thing. We didn't see any freaking whales, but we definitely got seasick. And by we, I mean me. My teacher in her wheelchair trying to make sure she does not fall out of the freaking boat. And the waves were so big, and we were just like bouncing up and down, and I was getting ready to throw up. I did not want to be on the boat ever again. So it was just that freaking one-time offer. Look, Pikachu! You're here. There's nothing I fear. I know, you guys can move it on. That was just a mistake, because that's just what I think about. I never seen the movie, but I've seen for what they do. Alrighty. So, I think we're gonna end off the video right here. Oh. You wanted to show me the Pokédex on the Snorlax. Okay. So, technically, it's going to take a little while, but I think we're going to end up the video right here. So in the meantime, guys, please make a like down below and also subscribe. And if you want to comment to me, please feel free. Hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye!